Hello, wonderful people, viewers and subscribers. Welcome back again on this platform, BVI Channel 1. Still on the truth of the matter. With respect to the meeting that boiled around insecurity, I've talked and responded to Obasanjo. Now, I want to respond to Sheikh Gumi, who made statements trying to justify the criminality of the bandits. But before I continue, hear him out.
The problems Nigerians have, we have long-term problems and we have immediate problems. Long-term problems, when people talking about constitution, revenue, allocation formula, all these are long-term problems. But today, now, we are facing a Frankenstein, a monster we created ourselves. And Ijomani would say a second-class Nigerian. He's treated as a second-class Nigerian. Let's accept. But do you know that there are also third-class Nigerians? When you talk about graduates not having jobs, and this is a time bomb, how about a chunk of Nigerians, a big population of millions that has no even a primary school education? How will they cope? And this political, socio-economic, ecological disarray that is facing the nation. So this third-class people now is the Frankenstein that we're facing. They respect no religion, they respect no ethnicity, they respect nothing. People talk about a boss burnt in Sokoto State by bandits. When we all know bandits initially, they don't kill people like that, they kidnap people to get money. So what has metamorphosed and turned them into a Frankenstein, a monster that is now trying to kill people just like that for the pleasure of it? Have you asked for 1 second? They have women too. They have children too. Have you asked for 1 minute that what happens to their children when we are bombarding their rugas? What happened to their children when we are bombarding rugas? You are talking about when they kidnap school children. Don't you ask, okay, which school their children go to? Because we don't have answers to this, that's why we are surprised. But if we have embraced them as Nigerians and extend to them what we extend to Nigeria, or at least give them hope, just hope, you'll see a difference. And this is what we learned when we ventured there. It's not an irretractable problem. It can be solved. But we need the right political environment to do it. Many people, like the kind representative is talking about military actions. We're here for peace. And we have seen that peace can tame this Frankenstein. I've seen it. What we need to do is to build, like the Global Peace Foundation and Vision Africa, what they have been doing around the world, like building homes and schools, giving locals animals to breed, giving them medical attention, planting and engaging the community. This is all what we need to do with the Fulani herdsmen to get them piped down and drop their weapons. This is all what we need. And we don't have to wait for government. I've seen it, I practicalize it. I had a theory and I practicalize it. I went into a Janjala village, that is a village between Abuja and Kaduna, in the middle. Where was notorious for armed bandits. That was my first outing. 50 men came, said they are abandoning banditry. And I promised them a school. And I went there still to put a foundation. The day I put a foundation, the next day they have already started gathering under the tree, waiting for the school to be completed, and they have started studying even before the building was erected. We didn't finish the building with no plaster, no electrical or anything. They came, they said, please allow us to start using it. Now we have, between their women, their men and children, we have 600 students studying there. 600. Just imagine if we can do that in multiple places. You will look for a bandit and you will not find. But when you say kill them, this word kill them means killing them with their families. And the next thing they do, because they are primitive, I'm sorry to say, is revenge. So they will come to the road and revenge and kill you. So they are on this revenge mission now, wherever it is. They are massacred in Anambra, they are massacred in Oyo, they are massacred in North Central, they are massacred everywhere. They respect now no religion, they respect no ethnicity. What they want is we must live, or we all live together or nobody lives. So we want to change the language, the narrative. Let's engage them, let's bring them from third-class citizens to even a second-class citizen, and you'll see the difference.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Wonderful statement coming from Sheikh Gumi, the extraordinary ambassador of bandits in Nigeria. I'm not sorry to say it, because he has been advocating for rehabilitation of these bandits. Now let me ask Gumi and those that shared in his own opinion, who in Nigeria is not a victim of Nigerian state in one way or the other? Tell me. From the east, west, north, and south. Tell me who is not a victim of the failed system in Nigeria. Does that justify every one of us to now adopt criminality as the only way to express our frustration of the Nigerian state? From the east, you have youths that have been deprived of opportunity to do their business. We've had people from the east or from the south that have been deprived of the opportunity to tap into their potential and be profitable part of the society. Should every one of us now adopt criminality? I agree with you. I share in the opinion that the failed Nigerian state is fueling this insurgents, restiveness, and criminality in Nigeria. That is why it is widespread. Now let me take you back to Jonathan era. It is the politicians of the north that politicize the fight against insecurity that has snowballed into what the north is facing today. Because the north will always play the politics of the north. Everything is politicized. I can remember vividly during Jonathan era, he established more universities, more elementary schools than any government since Nigeria history. How about that? The North paid him back by labeling him all manner of things, castigating him left, right, and center, even justifying the stance of these criminals, to the point that some people will come out to say that the fight against Boko Haram is a fight against the North. So, when you talk about insecurity today in the North, take the blame. Take the blame. And that is also the advice I'm giving to the South, especially my homeland. Do not politicize insecurity. Do not justify any criminality whatsoever. I am not an advocate of any form of breakdown of law and order. That is me. Irrespective of being an unapologetic Biafran nationalist, I don't apologize to any man born of a woman for being a Biafran and my stance about Nigeria, but I don't subscribe to any form of breakdown of law and order. And must not politicize insecurity, because that was the mistake of the North. And today, they are bleeding. Oh, recently, the Northern youth now came around to start protesting insecurity in the North, that the North is bleeding while Buhari is sleeping.
Come on, let's go.
Baba, we are begging. Baba, police. Baba, we are dying. Baba, we can't travel Kaduna to Abuja. Baba, we can't travel Kaduna to Abuja. Baba, they are killing us in Niger. Baba, they are killing us in Kaduna. Baba, they are killing us in Africa everywhere. Baba, we are your sons.
Katsina, Sokoto, Kaduna, Niger, Nasarawa,
Nigeria, we are dying, Baba. Baba, we are dying.
Please,
Baba, you are dying.
Our dear governor, send our message to His Excellency, the President of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari. Baba, we are dying. Baba Ganduja, Nigerians are dying. Baba Ganduja, Nigerians are dying. Baba Buhari, Nigerians are dying. We want peace.
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 Safety. Security.
Good morning in the afternoon, I can only tell you. Thank you for waking up. But when Nigerians from the South were protesting EndSARS, not just against police brutality, but against failed government and insecurity spreading across Nigeria, what did you do? You thought it was a protest against Buhari government. How far now? So until we tell ourselves this gospel truth, which you can only get from this platform, BVI Channel 1, we say it and damn the consequences, because it is the truth that will set us free. If you want to address Nigeria problem of insecurity, balkanize this country to regional government. Allow everyone to aspire. Allow every section to strive and to develop at their own pace, in line with their ideology, their norms and values. And the problem of this country will be buried. The problem of this country, I must tell you, lies solely on the shoulders of the political class in Nigeria, who benefits from the confusion of this unitary democracy they practice and call it federal government. And that is the foundational problem breeding corruption, impunity in Nigeria. So, Gumi, go back. Go back to your people and start solving your problem, because you are part of the problem and you are part of the creation of the problem that the North is facing today. All of you. No one should be exempted. So go back and start dealing with it. Thank God you are trying to do something by setting up schools to train them, to give them meaning for life. Kudos to you. Good morning in the evening. That is all I can tell all of you. So, Nigerian people, it's up to you to embrace the regional government we are preaching and watch Nigeria and Nigerians flourish. That is the irreducible minimum. Everyone to your tent. Everyone answer your name. And I can tell you, there will be peace and progress. I'm signing out. I'm just a voice. I have delivered a message. You agree with me? Let's take it on the comment section. And stay safe. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Bye-bye.